I spent $2,500 on Yu-Gi-Oh cards to see if I could make money. So, did I make a profit? Well, no, I did not. Let's talk about it in this video and go through what happened. Before we begin by going through the buying and selling process, I just want to let you know that any content creator that tells you it is feasible to make money selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards or whatever other type of cards it may be is lying to you.
Liar, liar, plants for hire.
Because A, they may be getting their cards for cheaper from Konami or just another store that they work with, or they're sponsored. B, they make more money from their content, like via ad revenue and stuff like that. Or C, they're just straight up lying about making money and probably were just like, yeah, I made money, but they really didn't. Because let's be real, that's probably what people want to hear, is that they did make money, because who does not love the idea of trying to start a business selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards and making money from it? It's just a collector's dream or a Yu-Gi-Oh fan's dream. As you can see from my channel, I have about 43 subscribers at the time of recording this video. I've been doing YouTube for about 6 weeks now for fun, hopefully turning it into something, and I have no ad revenue. I'm not sponsored by YouTube. I don't have a Konami sponsor or anything like that. I bought these products at retail price, so rest assured I will be as transparent as I possibly can. And if you do have any other questions that I don't cover in this video, just feel free to comment below and I'll try and get back to you. Now that that's out of the way, let's go through my strategy. So I bought 24 booster boxes of Quarter Century Bonanza, which is around 566 packs and over 2,500 cards. Why did I choose this product? Well, it was quite simple really. I think that this was the best product that Konami has released in years, probably 3 to 5 years. I think that the nostalgia cards and the meta cards being in here was just a combo of all these types of cards that both players and collectors buy, just made it the perfect product to buy. Also, you had the Quarter Century Rare, and you also had the new Platinum Secret Rares, which I'm a massive fan of. And on top of that, you had the most amazing chase card we've had in a while, which is the Blue Eyes White Dragon Quarter Century Rare from this set. I opened so many packs, guys, 2 cases, 24 booster boxes, and I pulled 0 of these. This shows you how hard it is to pull and why it's probably so valuable. Personally, I didn't really care about not pulling it, only because I don't like the artwork compared to the original artwork, but I understand people love this card. It's very nostalgic. From a value standpoint, of course I would have loved to pull it. It literally is worth the price of almost 2 booster boxes, but unfortunately we did not pull that, so that did not help us out opening that many packs and not pulling one of them, not a single one. And neither did I pull a Dark Magician Quarter Century Rare. Crazy, but we still got some epic pulls, which I did post another video on a while ago if you want to go see that. So after opening everything up, I had to get to work straight away. My first step was separating all the cards into piles. One pile would be for the meta cards, one pile for Quarter Century Rares, and so on and so forth, just separating them into different categories. The meta cards I wanted to list online first, because I know, and any Yu-Gi-Oh player knows, that the meta is always changing and cards can be banned in an instant. So cards like Diabell Star and Bonfire were very meta cards at the time, so I put them on eBay immediately and they started selling very quickly. There was also crazy cards like Triple Tactics Thrust and SP Little Knight, which also sold within the first week, and I was making crazy money on those cards, because obviously people who go to locals, go to tournaments, play the games, they are looking for these cards straight away. So yeah, they sold very quickly, so I had no trouble selling these cards at all. And if you do this, then that's what I would recommend doing. Just focus on the meta cards to start with, because believe me guys, it takes a while to go through all these cards. The next step was to put up my Quarter Century Rare cards, because as everyone knows, they are technically the most valuable cards in terms of collectible. So they went on eBay. The prices were fluctuating quite a lot. They couldn't really settle down in a certain area. Now they've kind of settled down, but back then I wasn't in a rush to put them up, because I know that some cards would increase, some cards would decrease. So I was kind of just waiting it out, but I did put them up with like a week after I bought them, or was it a few days after I bought and opened everything. I pulled crazy cards like Chaos Emperor Dragon, Quarter Century Rare, and Sly for the Sky Dragon, which I pulled 2 of. That was the only god card I pulled. So, you know, we got crazy cards. The Sly for the Sky Dragons combined sold for like $80 for 2 of them, so $40 each. So there was like crazy money right there for 2 of those cards. And then finally, I had to go through every other card, like 2,000, over 2,000 of them, which took me ages. And I had to just get rid of the ones that didn't have any value and keep the ones that did, because unfortunately selling on eBay in the UK, I'm not sure how it works internationally, but in the UK they do charge for businesses to sell on there. So I couldn't just put a card that was worth $1 because I would just not make profit from it. So I would have to put up cards that were valuable. So for example, I set a limit of around $1.80. If it was worth that much, I'd put it up. If it was worth less than that, I wouldn't put it up. So, you know, you had eBay who take about 12%. Then you have the postage, which costs me about $1 each card, which is quite a lot. And then also the packaging supplies altogether probably cost about 15 cents. So we had these margins to deal with for each card that I sold. I did, of course, use an envelope and then a top loader, because you have to keep the cards protected. I can't just send them in a paper envelope and yeah, there you go. So obviously these things you have to factor in when you're selling a card, because if you're selling a $1 card, it's like, oh yeah, it's worth $1, but then you're paying basically $1 for postage here in the UK, and then you've got the packaging supplies, so you're basically losing out. You can sell cards in threes. So for example, let's say you have a spell card that a lot of people play 3 of in their decks. You can sell 3 of them for about $2.50 or $3. That will be profitable, but as a single it just wasn't worth it. So it just depends, and you can have a look on eBay, see what people are selling, see what's not selling. So let's talk about the results after 2 months of selling. I did buy the products on the 24th of November 2024. This video is being recorded on the 13th of January 2025, and as I said, I have not sold every single card, so there will be more profit to be made, but at this moment in time I spent £2,036 on the cards themselves, so that leaves us at a loss of this amount. I have at this time sold £2,253.46 worth of cards. Delivery costs would have been around £270. eBay fees would have also been £270.41. Funnily enough, those two figures are very close together, which leaves us with an amount of £1,713.05. But then, of course, we did pay over £2,000 for the product itself. So we are at this moment in time at a loss of £322.95, which converted into dollars is around $400. Now, as I said, I still have loads of cards still to sell, so we will 100% be in profit by the end of this. So you could be wondering why I said this is not worth it. Well, I think that it just takes way too much time. You have to package every card, you have to send every card, you have to write the addresses, you have to manage people saying they haven't received cards. Sometimes they're lying, sometimes they're telling the truth, and you have to refund them. It's just an all-around mess. You're better off just working like a few days in a week, in a whole month, and you'll make more money than I did doing this. Also, I got very lucky with the product I chose, because I chose Quarter Century Bonanza, which I think it's safe to say is a massive success from Konami. You know, people loved it. People are keeping sealed product so they can sell it one day down the line for a higher amount. And you know, when a set does that, you know it's a good set. Let's say I bought £2,000 worth of crossover breakers. That set wasn't great, so I probably wouldn't make profit. So, you know, sets like Quarter Century Bonanza don't come along every days. So, you know, it's very lucky that I chose this product, because if I chose a different product, this could have been non-existent profit. I would also like to mention that I did end up keeping some cards and adding them to my collection. These were mainly Platinum Secret Rare cards, as I think they look dope, to be honest, and also Sky Striker Ace Shizuku alternate art in QCR, which goes for around $50 at the time of this recording. There was probably all in all $150 in the value of the cards I choose to keep, because at the end of the day I am a collector, and part of the reason I bought this set was because I just wanted to collect some of the cards, and then I thought, why not challenge myself and try and sell the rest and see if this is even possible to make money. So in conclusion, like I said, I would not recommend doing this. Any content creator is lying to you. If you are adamant that you want to do this, then my only tips can really be that make sure you are listing things as quickly as possible. Keep monitoring your prices. So for example, let's say you put a card up for $10 because that's what the price is. If it doesn't sell and a week later that card has gone to $5, but yours still sits at $10, it's never going to sell and it's just going to be sitting there. So you need to always monitor the prices and reduce them or increase them accordingly. You likely never need to increase the price, because if you needed to increase it, yours would have sold by then. But yeah, that's really all the tips I have. And just make sure you're always constantly checking prices, which can be a pain, but that's really the only tip I have. It's not crazy advanced tactics that you can do to kind of make it profitable. You can try making decks out of some of your cards that are left over, maybe try selling them, which I haven't attempted, but maybe we can try that. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments about this buying and selling process.